A completely blatant a Battlefield 6 cheater gets banned, then they get unbanned because they're the right kind of person. And, well, needless to say, people are extremely mad, and now things are happening.
Hey, what's up, guys? Riv here. So today we're dealing with a messy situation where a Twitch streamer is being accused of cheating in the Battlefield 6 beta, and after
Not accused, every single person who has eyes knows that that's cheating. There is no reason to compare that gameplay to the pros or whatever. It is it is blatantly cheating, and everyone knows it.
one of their tweets containing the footage went viral, people were accusing them of cheating. Eventually they were banned and unbanned on Twitch, and now there's a big narrative shift over the past 24 hours where now people are trying to accuse those who allege that there was cheating involved as transphobes. And we're seeing
Based apps, I miss these days. I miss the simple days when we didn't have to deal with Visa and MasterCard and PayPal trying to suppress free speech. I miss the good old days when we got called words that just purely empowered my existence. I miss those days.
people, including VTubers, being canceled for simply observing the situation or having something to say about it. Now, where does all of this begin? Well, it begins with this Twitch streamer named Riley. In their location of their bio, you can see she, her, right? That'll be important for later. But they posted this montage of clips from the Battlefield 6
Just show the voice so people understand.
beta, and you can see it went viral. Okay, 51 million views on a random tweet sharing footage like this, with 4,700 comments. Now, if you go to the quotes, there is a narrative that is well supported by a lot of the most liked posts, where you have one saying this: imagine using aimbot and calling yourself a good player, with this 2-second clip right here. This one getting 7,000 likes. We also have this right here saying obvious aimbot at 13 seconds. This tweet having 148,000.
Again, the fact that people are trying to, like, say, oh, this bot. No, all of this is blatant cheating. Everyone can see that this is cheating. The people who say that, oh, maybe this is not cheating, are either completely dumb or they have an agenda. It's that simple.
Likes. And here is that specific timestamp. We'll play it for a second.
Wow,
that's really the main part people are calling out right there. You can see this person saying, are we effing serious right now? MF flicks to a guy behind a wall. Then the exact second that guy drops, as his gun is being lowered, it locks to the guy that was right next to him and even hits him all within a frame. You got me effed up if you think this is legit. Here's another one from the Act Man saying, posting gameplay of you cheating and pretending.
Dude, the Act Man actually trying to get in on this. You gotta love how absolutely, without question, desperate Acty Boy is right there. I'm sorry, Acty Ma'am is right there about this. And he is, I mean, she, her, they, them, is trying really hard to be relevant again. To get back into the graces of, I'm not a complete mouth breather.
Pretending you aren't is one of the cringiest things a gamer can do. And then you have another one with 74,000 likes saying, in quotes, I flicked that guy straight through the wall. Oopsie, end quote.
Yeah,
go
that's
F
the
yourself.
best one.
Now, of course, there's a very funny, like, side quest here where people were posting their own footage and saying, am I cheating too? Like this one right here saying, I'm curious if Twitter thinks I'm cheating too. And this would backfire because basically
Yes, this is cheating.
One would accuse them of cheating as well. Viral tweets like this going, yes, you are cheating. Those are not natural movements. Only,
like, for example, you know when flicking actually works? The first frame, I think, actually was a pretty good example.
If Twitter thinks I'm cheating,
no, wait,
own footage and saying, am I cheating too? Like this one right here saying, I'm curious.
This is possible. Now, admittedly, this is probably literally 1 in a trillion people who are capable of this. But you had the guy run to the right, and you someone around past. You know they're dead. So flicking like this is actually possible theoretically. The easy way to tell if someone's cheating is you just run, you start shooting, and then you go into a direction you have no idea anyone is. That's the instantaneous way that you can tell someone's cheating. This is obvious cheating.
Curious if Twitter thinks I'm cheating too.
Look at this.
And this would
see, you have no idea someone's dead. You can't have an idea. And also the moving is just way too fast.
Backfire because basically everyone would accuse them of cheating as well.
Oh, and by the way, I am 100% certain all the people saying, "Oh, am I cheating?" They are cheating. They are intentionally cheating because they think that if luck has it, they will get as much attention as the original person who did this. Okay, that's their attempt. These people know that they're cheating. They know that people can figure out that they are cheating.
Well, viral tweets like this going, "Yes, you are cheating. Those are not natural movements. Only someone willfully blind would think you're playing legitimately." Now, they would eventually post another clip shortly after saying, "Used a hand cam to prove I'm not cheating. Can't wait for week 2 of
Bro, it can't kill me.
The Battlefield 6
I mean
beta."
in Minecraft, YouTube, relax. It's a joke. Like, what the hell?
And the same thing would happen. People would continue to accuse them of cheating. The people who thought they were cheating before pretty much doubled down and thought this was even more proof because they're claiming that the hand movements don't line up with what's being played out on the screen. But we saw...
Yeah, I don't see the hand movements, but I'm assuming yes.
Saw this comment. It would age very poorly, where someone would tag Twitch support and say, "Hello, please ban this streamer for using aimbot." And then the streamer in question today would say, "Twitch usually only bans people who are actually cheating for that." Again, wouldn't age well because right after that, the next day, they would be banned on Twitch. And you can see this is a very simple headline here. Battlefield 6, cat boy cheater. The boy part will be relevant in a second. Banned on Twitch after going viral. And you can see 52,000 likes on this. A lot of people were very heavily invested in this situation. And then we would see some of the more vicious response starting. And
God.
You would see this new narrative push that anyone who's recognizing this situation or accusing the streamer of cheating, there's this new accusation of transphobia, including...
Yep, again, woke is not gone, boys. It's still there, festering and ready to explode. Like a situation like this, okay? Only a woke lunatic would be able to say like, "Oh yes, this is something other than just disliking cheaters." Absolute insanity.
People who don't respect even the cat girl pronouns. You can see in response to that previous tweet we just looked at, this person says, blocking this account, but to go as far as saying cat boy when it's so obviously a woman is just a perfect example of how being trans gets you hate for no reason. The owner of Pirate Nation will be found in their apartment after weeks of decay on March 22nd, 2026. So this person's making a very obvious...
Yeah, that sounds like a obvious threat to be... I mean, that is blatant.
Obvious death threat. And they're doing this because the previous post labeled this person as a cat boy instead of a cat girl. They got the wrong cat pronouns. And now this person believes they should die as a result of that. And you can see it didn't get much support. 8 likes, 242 comments, and celebrating for getting the attention they probably wanted. This person would reply saying, "OMG,
first time in their life.
My first banger. Yes, you should be very proud." And they would make another follow-up saying, "At the weirdos in my replies. You will cower in your hole until the day you die." Okay.
The fuck is this?
This person definitely has a bit of a complex here. They're definitely projecting a bit too, but anyways, eventually the Riley person would be unbanned on Twitch. It was about a 24-hour ban. And this is about the time you would see the Dexerto article that I showed at the beginning of the video. And this would cause a lot of controversy, people accusing Dexerto of being transphobic, and other people commenting on this of being transphobic if they continued to support the the narrative that this person was cheating. But this is the headline. VTuber Riley CS has been banned from Twitch. Their Battlefield 6 clips had recently gone viral amid cheating allegations. So this use of their apparently is very controversial and reason to call Dexerto.
I usually say it. It's simple.
And anyone who uses this sort of language as a transphobe. This tweet with over 20,000 likes saying Dexerto using he/him or she/her for every other person is there in their recent posts, and then they theming the trans woman is incredible work. So referring to this Riley person as they or them, or using their to describe their clips.
Hey, listen, if you can choose, I can also choose to call what I call anyone else. It's basic logic.
Apparently is transphobic. I mean, I think it's very obvious what they're trying to say here, and that is the narrative and the expectation they're making for everyone. So if you use gender-neutral pronouns for someone who happens to be trans, I guess that is now problematic and transphobic. Now let's go through some of the other quotes. This person saying, Asmongold called for racial genocide and got less hate than this. 42,000 likes. 42,000.
Who cares?
1,000 sentient human beings, or possibly bots, liked this tweet. The number one makes a claim that Asmongold never made. I think everyone knows that was not the rhetoric or the exact wording he used, but this idea that this person got left.
Stop trying to suck him off. Everyone knows what he meant. Stop. And no one cares.
Hate. I don't believe that whatsoever.
But he did bend the knee. I mean, what do you want from a guy who's literally telling you to sit back and relax as governments take away your rights and issue real IDs and remove your freedoms of speech and other freedoms? Not a lot.
The amount of hate
The knee was bent. The spine didn't exist before, but now it doubly doesn't exist.
Got when he was banned on Twitch for 2 weeks, which, by the way, he got 2 weeks. This person got 1 day. But anyways, here's another narrative people are pushing. This drama is so petty, like almost nobody would have cared if she was not trans. Personally, I've seen a lot of people who are accused of cheating in video games, especially while streaming, getting crazy amounts of attention for the act. But this is the sort of narrative that none of this would have happened unless this person was trans. And here's one comment saying, banned for cheating in a game. Dude, what is Twitch? The head teacher or something. The ban should come from the game devs, not Twitch Wild. Which is pretty crazy.
Well, to be fair, it should come from both places. Twitch for breaking the platform rules and, well, Battlefield for breaking their rules.
And we're going from, oh, they were cheating to, oh, now we discover they're trans. Oh, now the cheating doesn't even matter. Why would Twitch ban them? Well, Twitch has always banned people who are cheating. And in this case, we didn't see the email. We didn't get any like actual express reason, just community guideline violations. So amidst the timing of when they were being accused of cheating and then the actual ban, you kind of put one and one together in the situation. At least Twitch thought that's what was going on. But here's another example of someone being canceled over this. And this time it's the VTuber Camilla. You can see down here. The screenshot's a little wonky because the tweets have been deleted. This is just a screenshot someone had. So you can see underneath the Dexerto post,
this?
Camilla said, hope he never comes back. And then this person says, hey, Moots, mutuals on Twitter. A lot of you follow this person. Let's get a nice unfollow, huh? So follow policing is always like...
God, all of these insane, completely blatant individuals with the chibi icons. Like, these are the most deranged people on Twitter by a landslide, by the way. Every single time you see a picture like this, something's up.
And they double down on it, saying, if this is a misunderstanding, then I'll delete the post. I hope it's a misunderstanding. And when people ask what's going on, they say transphobic, saying, I hope he never comes back to a girl with a very obvious she, her in bio. And if she didn't know, why say that? I don't think most people, when they see like a viral tweets about like a random streamer accused of cheating, are going to find the person's bio and check out what pronouns they use. I think this was an innocent action by Camilla. I don't think Camilla had any idea what this person referred to themselves as, but People picked up the pitchforks, they're looking for a target to dunk on, and that's what happened. But eventually Camilla would apologize, saying, "My bad. I didn't know, I just saw a cheater, not anything else. I'm sorry." This user says, "People assumed the worst out of you, are mainly trying to find a person to dunk on. You should be good."
Oh my god, what is... Oh, people who try to have serious conversations on Twitter wasted the opportunities, wasted time. Completely useless. So what is this? More bending the knee? So many of these people just bent the knee so fast. Anyway, that was Rev Says Desu. Thanks for watching. Bye!